And then also
when you think about the future, many things come to mind. However, one of those is electric cars, like this BMW iX. The BMW iX has a massive grille covered in polyurethane, which allows it to self-heal when minor scratches happen on the surface. It also hides a lot of sensors for the radar, camera and many other functions of the vehicle. The iX has many sophisticated body lines that create a trailing look of uniqueness that is eye-catching to anyone who happens to see the vehicle. The rear lighting has slimmed out proportions just like in the front, with single-piece LED bars with the iX logo just underneath. The interior of the iX is mesmerizing, almost giving you the sensation that you just entered a spaceship. The seats have soft textures with diagonal patterns quilted over them. A futuristic curved display sits over the dash with magnesium housing and a single piece of glass. The seat controls are a fine work of craftsmanship, as the glass pieces that make them have the appearance of the finest jewels. The crystalline sparkle they gave off gives the sensation that these little pieces are made of some of the highest quality materials. However, along with that came the sensation to play with them, not necessarily for their use case. The artistic nature of the BMW iX interior extends to the overhead, with an interesting structure of lighting made up of 3 separate elements on each side. The interior of the iX is a jaw-dropping combination of minimalism and artistic expression. It's a galley of automotive antiquity. The iX uniqueness also trails down to its steering wheel, hexagonal nature and equipped with many of the functional buttons in the interior. The highly intuitive steering controls have many functions, amongst which is driver-assisted aids as well as drive modes, selecting between different levels of comfort to your very personalized taste. Along with that, the 2 displays give each other corresponding information. The audio changes can be handled by the little music button on the steering wheel, as well as volume changes by the 2 knobs right at the top, giving off a nice acoustic ambience played via the Harman Kardon sound system. The button with the microphone is for the voice command system. Hey BMW.
Hello.
Turn on massage on my seat.
Please try again, or say help. Sorry, I didn't quite understand you again. Maybe these example commands might be helpful.
The iX gives you an option of voice command prompts if your input does not match anything it recognizes. The novelty of the interior of the BMW iX is a giant curved screen that sits above the dash with a magnesium housing, frameless single-piece glass surface, as well as highly crisp resolution and very fast refresh rates. The center console of the BMW iX is like the throne for ornaments, whose rarity is of very high proportions. Above the center console throne sits a sparkling piece of glass with the appearance of very rare diamond, which functions as a rotary knob for the main information display. Useful for going up loads of information between scrolling up and down, there's also haptic feed touchpad made out of a nice finish of wood. Another little glass masterpiece is the volume control knob, finished off in a nice frosted glass. resulting in multiple ways of adjusting the audio system for the vehicle. The impressive wooden finish over the center console has multiple functions for the media player, as well as a home button to return to the main menu if you ever find yourself lost with the depth of information. Along with that is the telecommunications and navigation buttons. Sitting on a contrasting piano black surface are the controls for the reverse as well as drive modes and parking, with another magnificent looking glass controller right at the top. The attention to detail in the iX is a feast for the eyes. The large 14.9-inch infotainment display comes with BMW's latest iDrive 8 system, equipped with dozens of widgets for different functionalities, embedded with information for navigation, weather, Apple CarPlay, BMW ID, mobile devices, news, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. According to BMW, iDrive 8 will also support over-the-air software updates, which will continuously improve the software features in the vehicle over its lifetime. Behind the giant screen is a very powerful computing system which BMW claims will also support up to level 2 autonomous driving. Like all modern luxury vehicles these days, the i8 is no exception for having ambient lighting available with different modes of brightness that can be personally customized to an individual's taste. Below the curved screen are two air vents finished in metallic bronze and slimmed out proportions, which give them an airy look with a minimalistic, uncluttered presence. The high-quality, gorgeous metallic bronze air vents are complemented by a few switches with a dark theme as well as a fine, solid feel to their texture. Below the center console is a little storage that houses two USB ports. However, in this case, that's also where the car keys was kept. Being an electric car, the iX has no transmission tunnel, so the little storage area sits right on the floor. After picking up the little key, I did notice it had a similar color to the storage area. However, though, it didn't match up to the rest of the interior, especially in terms of styling and color, as it appeared to have a very regular look with no special features on it. It also has a very minimalistic function, a few regular buttons for unlocking as well as a central locking system. The BMW iX has no door handles from the inside for unlocking the vehicle. Instead, you press a little button right in front of the seat controls on the door.
So the thing is that, as I said, it's in our opinion, reasonably priced.
From the exterior, the door handles are flashed into the doors to reduce aerodynamic drag. From the rear, the iX has a very tall cabin with spacious interior as well as a little decent amount of legroom. The rear seats have a good comfort as well as a centerpiece that can be extended into an armrest by pulling a little rod attached to it, with two cup holders right in the front. The center console extends all the way to the rear with a glossy piano black finish over the rear air vents as well as the lower climate control with few physical buttons for setting different climate zones with a little digital screen right in the center. And behind the front seats are another two sets of USB ports. Overall speaking, the BMW iX interior is a digital galley and a throne for automotive ornaments. From the exterior, the complicated look of the BMW iX is just as complicated as the technology it hides underneath. The iX40 is the base model with 322 horsepower and 630 Nm of torque from a single motor. It has a range of 425 km and can DC fast charge at 200 kilowatts. The iX is considerably the SUV successor to the i3 hatchback. Besides sharing very complicated looks, the BMW iX and the i3 both share a very interesting structural design, which comprises of high-strength aluminium and carbon fiber reinforced plastic to improve torsional rigidity of the chassis and monocoque construction. Just like the iX, the BMW i3 interior is a technological marvel with the latest digital screens and a use of sustainable materials such as wool, natural leather, as well as eucalyptus wood in many of its surfaces. The i3 launched with iDrive 6, which is the latest for its time, on 2 digital displays. It also featured some of the latest technology of its time, such as natural language voice recognition systems for navigation, as well as advanced driver assistance packages for navigating through highway as well as parking. It also included a menu depth for high level of personalized customization for both the dynamics and the normal functions of the vehicle. Besides being fully electric, the i3 was also available as a plug-in hybrid like the BMW i8. The base model of the BMW i3 had 170 horsepower with an 18.2 kWh battery, giving a range of around 130 kilometers. The range extended models could reach up to 322 kilometers. Both the i3 and the iX represent a change towards sustainability with a smile towards the environment itself. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.